about it. But the ears, our ship was designed by Doug Drexler, who's an Academy Award-winning special effects artist. My ears were done by a guy named Kevin Haney, who's also an Academy Award winner. I mean, they got some. Vic has got some dudes involved in this. I mean, it's awesome. He even composes some original music for it. Vic, he designs all the posters. I mean, he knows his stuff. I mean, if he were to ever leave this production, it's over. Like, no more, done, ain't doing it. But it's been a great ride. So check it out. Star Trek Continues. But that's kind of that's the most fun on-camera thing I get to do, I think. When I get that fresh script in, I look at it and get to check it out. The coolest thing, do you want a spoiler for this last episode? Is that okay? Can I spoil it? Is that fun? I'm going to spoil it. Okay. So, at the end of the third episode, which is the one we just released, there's a scene that takes place on the Galileo, which is the shuttlecraft that is, you know, the little shuttlecraft that comes out of the Enterprise and goes down to a planet or something like that. Which, if you're teleporting, why do you need a shuttlecraft? But anyway, that ship, there's only one in existence, and it was badly damaged. A couple years ago, we know the guys that restored it. They took $100,000 and restored this thing to its original production quality. It's a beautiful ship. And it's on display at Space Center Houston. You can go and see it. Well, we got permission to shoot on this thing at Space Center Houston. So this thing has not seen a video camera in almost 50 years, and it has not been seen since it was used in the original series, but we got to go and shoot on it and play on it after hours. So, you know, Vic and I left the convention, flew straight to Houston, got picked up, went straight to Space Center Houston. I immediately started getting into makeup, and we had a 20 by 20 foot green screen. That's a huge, huge green screen. And it almost fell onto the shuttle. Like, it started to fall onto the, and luckily they caught it. But, ooh, it's a beautiful looking ship. In fact, I'll show you guys, I have a picture of the shuttlecraft, and what we look like next to it. Let me find this, because I think it doesn't seem to be anyone around. Okay, so this is the original shuttlecraft. You see that? That's what it looks like. You guys recognize that? Yeah. That's the original shuttlecraft we guys shoot on. And so we were there till like 1:30 in the morning. I love my sleep. I don't think I could shoot all the time like this. I don't like it. I like sleep a lot. A lot. I can't remember the last time I remembered a dream I had. Have you ever done that where you wake up and you I remember my dream. You start going through it, and then probably 45 seconds later, you don't remember it. How does that happen? Like you're thinking about the dream, and then it goes away. I don't know. I think I've had some great ideas come from dreams, and then 45 seconds later, nobody's ever going to hear them. When I dream a lot about being chased. I dream a lot about having powers that don't work. Like flying. Like I'll be able to take off a couple of feet, and then I come back down and I can't go any more than that. Have you guys ever dreamed like that? Yeah.
Dreams are originally supposed to be nightmares, so.
Dreams are usually supposed to be nightmares? That's why I keep dreaming of my ex-wife. Good to know. I didn't know that. I just thought she was hanging around. No, I'm kidding. A little adult humor. And so I dream about that, and I dream about. I actually was dreaming on when we were shooting at the shuttlecraft. I was dreaming, and Chuck Huber, who plays Stein and Soul Eater, and a lot of other stuff. He was talking about vampires and stuff, apparently, like just out and about while I was sleeping, and I started dreaming about the vampires, because I woke up and I said, I just had this dream about vampires, and they're like, I was talking about them! So that actually does work. You know when you see in cartoons when they talk to the person who's sleeping, that totally introduces images, and it totally works, so.
Yes, you dream about the last thing you heard a song.
That's right. You're the dream master.
No, it's fun back in psychology classes with your mother.
Is that the course that everyone takes a psychology class with their mother? That's a good spin on it, because it's like you're gonna show up. Your mother's what?
My mother is a nurse and she's just 30 minutes out from me. She's like, no.
Your mother's a nerd?
A nurse, but yes,
A nurse?
she is a Marvel nerd. So.
She is a Marvel nurse nerd. Does she give shots to people? What if she's not a nurse and you think she is? She doesn't give shots to people. She administers no medicine or care.
She's care for us, and that's what I
That's her being your mother. That's not her being a nurse.
blame me sometimes.
Well, we need to talk about that. That's a whole other panel. I always wonder about that, like people that are taking care of kids. What if that's like not their kid and they're just like, they just came in and like, oh, there's a baby. And they start taking care of the baby. We all just assume like, oh, that's a sweet, loving father. And he's just like, I don't know this kid. But anyway, so yeah, I get to have a lot of fun. I go on a lot of adventures in LA and put up with a lot of traffic. For those of you that have never been to LA, that is the place where there is the only other place that I can think of that has more traffic than LA would be Manhattan. And yeah, it's horrible. My agent is 2.3 miles away from where I live. 2.3, and it sometimes takes me 45 minutes to get there. It's a straight shot. I just go straight down the road. 45 minutes. It's amazing. Yes?
This question has been on my mind all day. If you have not heard about it, there is the sequel Soul Eater Not. If Funimation will dub it, will you be Death the Kid again?
I can't comment on any of that, but thank you for being aware of that series.
You're aware of it too, right?
That's why I can't comment on it. Okay. Does anyone have it? Yes, in the back.
Are you guys going to dub me like Sergeant Frog yet?
I would love to dub more Sergeant Frog, and I'll show you why we're not. So how many people have actually seen Sergeant Frog? Keep those hands up. You've seen something that is awesome. How many people bought Sergeant Frog? That's why. That's why. Because nobody bought it. But I loved doing that show. I would love to keep doing that show. People didn't know what it was. People were like, is that a